So you like straight talk?
Straight as an arrow. No sugar.
Hello and
Well, I've news for you. Formula One is a team sport. It always was. Listen, let's get this straight. We all lose our jobs if you can't put on the
F1 Registered the Movie is a bold cinematic event designed to capture the heart-racing thrill of Formula One racing, while blending it with a deeply human story of ambition, sacrifice, rivalry, and redemption. The film doesn't simply focus on the machines or the tracks, but dives into the minds and souls of the drivers, the engineers, the team principals, and the fans who live for every second of speed. It's an immersive drama and action-packed sports spectacle wrapped in the glamour, politics, and adrenaline of the world's most elite racing league. By bringing together high-stakes racing sequences with deeply emotional arcs, the film positions itself not just as a racing movie, but as a story of dreams colliding at 300 kilometers per hour. At the heart of the film is its cast, a star-studded lineup that elevates the story beyond the racetrack. Leading the charge is Michael B. Jordan as Marcus Steele, a determined young driver who carries the weight of both personal tragedy and relentless ambition. Opposite him is Henry Cavill as Victor Cross, a seasoned champion who has dominated the circuit for years with a cold, ruthless precision. Zendaya joins the cast as Elena Vega, a brilliant race strategist whose intellect and intuition often outmatch the men on the grid, making her an integral part of Marcus's team. Florence Pugh plays Leela Hart, Marcus's childhood friend, and a rising journalist determined to uncover the corporate corruption behind the glamorous sport. Rounding out the ensemble is Javier Bardem as Anton Dragovich, a billionaire team owner who will stop at nothing to see his drivers win, even if it means bending the rules of the sport and morality itself. Together, this cast creates an atmosphere of intensity and complexity, where every character has something to gain and everything to lose. The plot of F1 Registered the Movie begins in the streets of Monaco, where Marcus Steele makes his debut in the biggest race of his life. The world of Formula One immediately surrounds the audience with flashing cameras, roaring engines, and the intoxicating mix of luxury and danger. Marcus, still haunted by the death of his father in a racing accident years earlier, is determined to carve his own legacy while carrying the burden of proving that he belongs among the best. From the start, Victor Cross looms as his rival, an intimidating figure with a flawless track record and a reputation for merciless tactics on the track. Their rivalry isn't just professional, but becomes personal when Victor targets Marcus's weaknesses both inside and outside the circuit, seeing him as a threat to his dominance. As the season unfolds, the film takes the audience across some of the most iconic tracks in the world, from the tight corners of Monaco and the sweeping straights of Monza to the night lights of Singapore and the desert heat of Bahrain. Each race sequence is shot with visceral realism, putting the audience directly into the driver's seat, with engines screaming and tires burning rubber as milliseconds determine victory or defeat. Yet beyond the spectacle of the races, the film digs into the politics behind the pit walls. Elena Vega emerges as the mastermind behind Marcus's strategies, often clashing with Dragovich and the powerful forces trying to manipulate outcomes for financial and corporate gain. Her bond with Marcus grows stronger as the stakes rise, and her tactical brilliance becomes a weapon against those who underestimate her. The human drama intensifies as Marcus confronts not only Victor, but his own demons. Leela Hart's investigation reveals that Victor's team has been involved in shady dealings, manipulating car technology and pushing the limits of legality. This revelation puts Marcus in a moral dilemma. Does he expose the corruption at the risk of losing his chance to win, or does he stay silent and focus on his personal glory? The emotional weight is magnified when Marcus discovers that his father's fatal crash years ago may not have been an accident, but tied to similar unethical practices. This revelation fuels Marcus with both anger and purpose, setting up a climax that is as much about justice as it is about victory. The final act builds toward the championship race at Silverstone, where Marcus and Victor face each other head-to-head in the defining showdown of the season. The tension is unbearable as every second counts, with Elena in Marcus's ear giving him the tactical edge, while Dragovich pulls strings from the sidelines to ensure Victor's dominance. The race pushes both drivers and their machines to the breaking point, with near collisions, pit stop gambles, and unexpected twists that leave the audience breathless. The climax is not just about who crosses the finish line first, but about which man truly embodies the spirit of racing, courage, resilience, and integrity. The resolution delivers both exhilaration and emotional closure, cementing Marcus's place not only as a champion, but as a driver who changed the sport forever. F1 Registered, the movie, is slated for release worldwide in June 2026, strategically timed at the height of the summer blockbuster season and coinciding with the real Formula One calendar to amplify its cultural impact. The studio plans to roll out the film in IMAX and premium large formats, ensuring that audiences can experience the sheer scale of the racing sequences in the most immersive way possible. With its blend of action, emotion, and star power, the release is expected to be one of the defining cinematic events of the year, attracting not just motorsport fans, but general audiences drawn to compelling human drama. The trailer for F1 Registered, the movie, serves as a tantalizing glimpse into the adrenaline-fueled spectacle awaiting viewers. It opens with the roar of engines echoing through a tunnel, a camera locked onto Marcus's eyes as he prepares to launch off the starting grid. Quick cuts flash between dazzling race sequences in Monaco, high-tech garages buzzing with engineers, and Victor's icy smirk as he dominates the track. The trailer teases Marcus's emotional backstory with a fleeting shot of his father's fatal crash, followed by Elena's voice saying, "It's not just about speed, it's about surviving the storm." As the music builds, scenes of chaos erupt, cars colliding in a fiery crash, Marcus spinning out of control, and Victor whispering to him in a tense face-off, "You don't belong here." The trailer crescendos with the Silverstone finale, engines screaming in slow motion as Marcus makes a daring overtaking maneuver, his car inches away from disaster. It ends with the title F1 Registered, the movie, flashing across the screen, followed by the words, "The Race of a Lifetime, Summer 2026. Beyond its surface, the trailer hints at the deeper emotional currents running through the film. The glimpses of Elena's intense focus, Leela's investigative discoveries, and Dragovich's manipulative dealings promise a story that goes far beyond the racetrack. The sound design alternates between deafening roars of the engines and moments of piercing silence, creating a rhythm that mirrors the heartbeat of the audience. The final seconds, punctuated by Marcus's whispered line, "This is for him," leave viewers with a sense of urgency, tying the racing action back to the personal stakes that drive the entire narrative. As anticipation builds, F1 Registered, the movie, positions itself not merely as a sports drama, but as a cinematic revolution, blending technical mastery with emotional depth. With its breathtaking visuals, all-star cast, and heart-pounding story, it's poised to redefine what a racing film can achieve. From the first rev of the engine to the last glimpse of the checkered flag, this film promises to deliver an unforgettable ride.